Welcome back to another episode of BanG Ave Mujica. So we are on episode 11 now, so we are very close to the end of it. I believe it has 13 episodes, right? So this episode and 2 more and we are done. So in the previous episode, it seemed like on the surface things were going actually quite smoothly, even I would say a bit too smoothly, because Ave Mujica kind of got back together and people were like jamming out, we were having a good time, we had 2 performances. And then at the end of the episode, Sakiko's grandpa rolled up and he was like, yo, Hatsune. And things got very serious all of a sudden. So first of all, let me talk about the entire reunion stuff. It definitely didn't feel natural, right? It definitely felt like Sakiko has many unresolved stuff and she was kind of like just, you know, pulled into the entire situation of the reunion. It didn't seem like that's genuinely what she wanted to do and stuff like that. So obviously I feel like there's more things to solve there. And then the other big thing is the Uika situation. And also I do wonder, well, let's talk about Mutsumi first, because I do wonder what exactly that happened there, because I did see people talking about maybe that entire sequence with Mutsumi and Mortis, maybe they kind of like accepted one another and kind of became the same thing, or like intertwined, which is possible. I don't know how that, I mean, I don't know if that can happen, but maybe the personalities kind of like merged. There were some theories. I'm gonna wait until something is confirmed. I don't want to theorize too much about it. The other big thing is then obviously Uika. So I saw a few theories about it, but I've been trying to dodge them because I prefer the show telling me about it than actually theorizing too much about it. Also, I've deleted like Twitter, so haven't been checking too many theories, luckily. But the most, the thing that makes the most sense to me that I read in the comments at least is, so the memories of like Sakiko and Uika from their childhood and like the doll and stuff like that. And I believe that was the scene where Uika didn't remember the doll from, even though she supposedly saw it in her childhood and stuff like that. So I think that based on that, there's a theory that Uika has a twin sister whose name would be Hatsune. And I believe that would mean that maybe that twin was the, friend of Saki in, when she was younger. But I don't know, maybe. And then what happened to that girl and why still doesn't explain why Uika would be so obsessed with Saki, right? I feel like there's more to that. I don't think that this theory is bulletproof. I feel like there are holes to be punched into it. So I'm excited. As I said, I'm sure that the anime is gonna tell us about it, so I don't want to theorize too much. So let's see. Let's just see what's gonna happen in this one. So if you want to watch this uncut and unblurred, it's gonna be on my Patreon, which is down in the description. And let's go into BanG Ave Mujica episode 11. What's this episode gonna be? Okay, Sasakiriko. Amen. That's fast. Oh, let's get it. Misumi Hatsune. Huh? Togawa? Huh? Oh! Wait, I know I'm pausing for the YouTube people. I'm pausing like half a minute into the episode, but I saw so many people being like, please don't let them be sisters, because people were shipping them so hard, and I was like, oh baby, that would be so sweet. That would be so funny. Oh, here we are. Oh my god. I was born to a father who was devastated by the death. Ooh. Oh. Is that the same caretaker as we saw? Wait. Wait! I just noticed, or I just found out. Wait, I'm gonna go all the way back. And I'm gonna... wait. They're not half sisters. She is a generation up from that. She's her step aunt. Let's roll by. Wait, did she say that? Yeah, okay, I thought so. So this is like, okay, we're going Symphogear with this. Okay.
私のことを知った父は母と私を東京に呼び寄せ一緒に暮らそうとしたらしい。だが婿養子だった父が戸川の血が流れない私を籍に入れることはすなわち失脚を意味する。
That makes sense. He would be easy to cut off.
父に迷惑をかけまいとこの島で一人で私を育てることを決意した。島の漁師だった養父はそんな母を私ごと受け入れてくれた。幸せな家庭にはやがて新しい命が宿る。私は幸せじゃなかった。そう、私に妹ができたのだ。
Here we go. It's not okay. It's not a twin.
私とよく似た顔をしていたが明るく積極的で私とは正反対。大きくなったらアイドルになるの。絶対に東京に。
Oh, so something happened to her and she assumed her identity? She could also just be speaking from Misumi's perspective or Hatsune's perspective. Mm.
窒息しそうになるたび外に出た。夜の山で星空を眺めている時だけ息ができる気がした。大きく息を吸う。何度も何度も大きく大きく。大きなため息のようだった。夏が来た。夏休み。私とウイカは養父に母が作ったお弁当を。
So Uika is not actually related to Sakiko. The Uika from the story.
帰り道。ずるい。お姉ちゃんばっか。ウイカの好きなお菓子もあるよ。ウイカは一人で食べるには少し多めのお菓子を掴んで急勾配の坂道を元気よく駆け上がる。お姉ちゃん。
Like not blood related.
私をせかす声に顔を上げる。山のてっぺんに
Ooh.
戸川家の別荘が見えた。私は知っていた。夏には私と同じ年のメイ
My niece is crazy.
教えてくれたのは母だった。絶対に会ってはいけないその子の名は
Sakiko.
戸川咲子。
Woo!
同じ子なのに祝福され
That's wild.
暮らしている。なのに私は一人ぼっち。立ち止まってしまった私を不思議に思ったのか、ウイカは私の視線の先を見てニコッと笑った。おとといあそこの子と遊んだよ。サキちゃん可愛かった。え、サキちゃんはね、なんでも知ってて、
Oh. Okay. So this is Hatsune who took Uika's identity. Okay.
私は母に決して会ってはいけないと言い含められている。互いが不幸になると行かないよ。
Hatsune is related to Sakiko though.
なんで？変なの。もう遊ぶ約束しちゃったもん。
Mong.
私に言われても聞かないだろう。その手に掴んだお菓子はきっとサキちゃんの分なのだ。ずるい。ウイカはサキちゃんと何をして遊んだか、何を話したかをまるで記憶を共有するかのように事細やかに話してくれた。サキちゃん
Ooh.
に誘われ虫取りに行ったこと、大きなカブトムシを取ってあげたこと、でっかい雲が出てきて二人でキャーと叫んだこと。夏の夜の間、私はウイカからたくさんのサキちゃんの話を聞いた。どんな子だろう、どんな子だろう、どんな子だろう。サキちゃんの隣にいるのはウイカではなく私だと想像し、夢見て、ウイカだけずるい。私も遊びたい。
Ooh, here we go.
ちゃんと遊ぶ約束してたのに。私だって遊びたい。明日東京に帰っちゃうから会いたかったのに。私だって会いたい。気づけば別荘の前に立っていた。あの別荘には決して行っちゃダメ。静かな母の声を思い出す。でも、ゆずるさん来られてよかったわね。
So, ooh.
楽しそうな笑い声。私はこんな風に笑って。
So she grew some kind of attachment, whether that was negative or positive. So far, it's definitely negative. But she grew some kind of attachment to Sakiko purely based on like all of the stories that she heard about her from Uika and all of the hate that she got, and like just the feeling of like just so many conflicting feelings aiding towards her. Sort of like, I guess it's like kind of like a parasocial relationship. I don't know. I'm sure there is a word for it, but she definitely grew some kind of relationship or a lot of emotions towards Sakiko just by listening about her and like making conclusions in her own head about her. And then when they met, she probably already had like like so many more thoughts on about Sakiko than Sakiko did about Uika. Interesting.
ごきげんよう。目が合ってしまった。
I'm trying
思わず
to
逃げようとしたけど。ウイカ、
see why she's so obsessed with Sakiko, you know? That's what I'm trying to do here.
私はウイカじゃない。ウイカ、私は
The music is going crazy as well.
虫を取りに行こう。大きな蝶々がいる場所知ってるんだ。私はウイカの笑顔を真似た。
So I silenced the real Uika.
一日中サキちゃんと遊んだ。ウイカのように大きな声ではしゃいで、ウイカのように笑って、信じられないほど楽しかった。あっという間に夕方になった。明日帰っちゃうんだよね。ええ、もっと遊びたかったけれど。じゃあ夜も遊ぶ？え？でも夜は怖いですわ。迎えに行くよ。窓を叩いたらそれが合図だから。
Oh, it's doomed. Yeah, it's doomed incest theory.
コツンカツン。サキちゃんに教えてもらった部屋の窓をめがけて小石を投げた。
That's such a cool way to do a flashback.
コツン。
Make it a play like this.
開いた窓からサキちゃんが見えた。私たちは手に手を取り合って走り出した。怖くない？ウイカが一緒ですもの。冒険の始まりのようでワクワクしますわね。私たちは誰もいない世界を二人だけで走り続けた。光ですわ。今生の夜空に広がる満天の星に声を上げる。星ってこんなにたくさんあるんですのね。こと座、白鳥座、鷲座、夏の大三角、
Oh.
オリオン座、サソリ座、いて座、シソウやらいの七つ星。
Sagittarius is my goat. I love Sagittarius.
星々を追う。二人で夜空を旅する気分だった。楽しい。
My boy.
心から思った。知っている星を全部言って横を見ると、サキちゃんが私を見つめていた。
You're not Uika. Oh, never mind. I thought you figured that out for a second.
貴様みたいに明るいのに、今日は月のように優しくて。月。
Moon.
光が差した。薄暗かった私の世界に光が満ちた。生まれ変わったような気がした。ずっとずっと照らされたかった。
Is that when she grew so attached to Saki?
生まれてずっと私はかわいそうな子だった。
Because she gave her the
だけだった私を人間にして。
Yeah, she like characterized her. Oh.
優しいサキちゃん。私だけのサキちゃん。サキちゃん、サキちゃん。ずっと一緒に。
Oh.
それはウイカの夢だ。でもサキちゃんの天の川のようにキラキラと輝く目で見つめられた。
This is so interesting.
何も言えなくなった。これが嘘つきの始まり。
Oh.
知られてはいけない。
What happened with Uika?
自分で自分の首を絞めた。
Oh.
秘密を抱えた彼女の話。
By the way, Uika or Hatsune, I was kidding when I said you had to silence Uika. Please. Please, I was kidding.
養父が死んだ。
Okay.
海から戻ってこなかった。
So the foster father is the real father of Uika, right?
泣き続け
Yeah.
るウイカを慰めた。自分はお姉ちゃんだから泣いちゃダメだ。お母さんやウイカを支えなきゃ。必死で泣くのを我慢していたのに。初音はパパが違うから悲しくないんだ。私だってパパのこと好きだった。
Wait.
生
Oh,
きて
yeah,
生ま
yeah,
れ
yeah,
て
yeah.
なかったの。
Makes sense.
大事にしてもらっておいて文句ばっか。自分の子供のように育ててくれて感謝してた。そうやって悲しんでる自分が好きなんでしょ。サキちゃんに会いたい。かわいそうな私を見てほしいから悲劇ぶって同情を集めるの得意だよね。違う。サキちゃんが好き。本当に全部嘘ばっか。
Oh, Sasaki Riko. Holy shit.
悲劇のヒロイン。でも幸せな子がいないと演じられない。サキちゃんは悲劇の舞台装置。違う。サキちゃんに会いたい。サキちゃん。東京に行けば
Uh-oh.
サキちゃんに会えるのかな。その夜、私は少しばかりの荷物と貯めていたお小遣いを持って家を出た。最終便のフェリーの甲板はやけに広くて寂しかった。冷たい夜風が耳の横でうなる中、どんどん小さくなっていく島の影がお葬式で小さく背中を丸めて泣いていた母の姿とかぶって少し泣いた。 東京に出てすぐスカウトされた。全国のど自慢大会5連覇のスミ
Sumimi.
マナと一緒にアイドルになろう。アイドルになったらサキちゃんに見つけてもらえるかも。
That's wild.
あなたの名前は？私じゃ初音じゃダメだ。
Oh, so Uika is still alive. Okay, okay, okay. All good. Woo!
ウイカ、ミスミウイカです。最低。お母さんと家族、名前まで
Yeah.
捨てた。未成年の私が東京で暮らすには親の許可が必要になる。
Yes.
戸川貞治。私は本当の父の名前を告げた。そうすればまた少しサキちゃんに近づけるかも
That's
しれない。
wild. You're actually
事務所の人は小さく
insane.
驚いた。ただ、どうしてそれ以上聞かれなかったのか、どうして島に戻らずに済んだのか、この時の私は何も分かっていなかった。ウイカになった私はスミミとしてデビューが決まった。都心に新しく建った大きな商業ビルのお披露目イベント。デビュー前の新人が立てるのが
Where's this song from?
きらびやかなステージ。歌いながら見た世界。
Because I know it. We heard it before.
私には縁がないように見えた。
Is this a Sumimi song?
ありがとうございました。でも、一人だけ知っている声があった。戸川清次。
Who?
サキちゃんのお父さん。
Ah,
ひっきりなしに話しかけてくる人たちの輪から外れて息をついているのを見かけた。
Kiyotsugu. That's a wild name.
サキちゃんに会えるかもしれない。サキちゃんのお父さんですか？島で仲良くしてもらっていたウイカ。それだけで分かってくれた。アイドルを目指すウイカちゃん。お父さんが覚えるくらい、サキちゃんは毎日ウイカのことを かった。
Yeah, man, I feel bad for I really do feel bad for this guy. He seemed like such a great guy before everything happened.
その感謝を伝えてほしいと。それが間違いだった。それで私、サキちゃんに会いたくて。別荘に行ってはいけない。どうして母は私にだけそう言ったのか。すべてが間違いだったのだ。
Whoa! Okay, Saki-chan, my debut is confirmed. Really? Yes, they told me to not tell anyone beside my family members, but I want to tell you, well, technically speaking, actually, you are family. Congratulations, your dream is becoming a professional comes true. You'll be fine with your optimistic attitudes. Sometimes I get a bit anxious. I'm not worried even a bit. Thank you. I thought you'd say that. Uh-oh, that doesn't sound good.
親として恥ずかしくないんですか。あの子は感謝してると言ったんですよ。認知も援助もせず、親としての責任を放棄したあなたに対して、今からでも遅くない。彼女を戸川家に迎え入れるよう、今度の親族会議で進言するべきです。誠実ぶるのもほどほどにしろ。戸川の人間に知れたら、我々どころか、咲子にも類が及ぶぞ。初音にも二度と戸川に近づかぬ。よく言い聞かせておく。ですが、お前は戸川の家の恐ろしさを知らぬのだ。
Oh, that sucks. That sucks.
聞かなかったことにしてやる。咲子が大事なら、口を閉じていろ。
Oh, okay. I know that obviously you can definitely very easily blame the grandpa, but also it does suck. The situation does suck because if he genuinely seems like he actually doesn't want Sakiko to get hurt either, because he knows that if he gets like in trouble with the Togawa family, right, with the upper branch or whatever of the Togawa family, and he actually takes care of Uika, or I guess Hatsune, that would mean that Sakiko can get hurt because of it. So it sucks, right? It's hard to be like, oh, yeah, just, you know, as a father, you have the duty to take care of her. It's hard to say that when, you know, your grandchild, because of that, could get very, very much hurt. But yeah, obviously, you can make an argument that he should be definitely putting more effort into raising her. And obviously, he should also have, you know, the entire situation should have gone differently back in the past. Kreisig!
私のせいで全てを失った。違う。咲ちゃんから奪ったんだ。私が咲ちゃんからお父さんを生まれ育
Wait,
った
how?
大きな家を人生も奪ってしまった。こんなことになるなんて思ってなかった。ただ会いたくて
What do you mean?
会いたかった。昨日まで住んでいた家の玄関よりも狭い家。家計を助けるために働いて働いて働いて。
Wait, what do you mean by you took her
家族も友達も
parent
笑
or
顔も
her
全部
father away?
奪ってしまった。
How?
それなのに
It's because her mom died, no?
バンド？わかった。いいよ。ダメなのに。サキちゃんの頼みだもん。やっぱり私の家に来て。ずっといていいから。ずっと一緒にいるから。ダメなのに。運命共同体か。ずっとここにいていいから。
It reminds me of another anime. I'm gonna talk about it after the episode.
一緒にいてくれる？アベムジカやろう。ずっと一緒にいよう。ダメなのに。そんなことを言ってまでサキちゃんを騙し続ける自分が気持ち悪い。
You're in too deep, though. Sunk cost fallacy. You're in too deep. You can't stop now. It's not even sunk cost fallacy because you're not getting anything in return.
帰りなさい。
Hmm? Did he say come back home?
初音、帰りなさい。
Oh, go back home. Okay. I thought it said come back home, and I was like, what?
会うな。学校も行く必要はない。スイスだ。
Oh, shit. Nice.
家から出るな。
Obviously not nice for her. I know. It's a joke, guys. It's a joke. So she's going back to the island? Like home?
どうして出てくれないんですの？
Ooh.
ウイカですの？戸川さん、ミスミさん。
Umiri.
クラスなんてどうしたんです？アベムジカの練習ですよ。
Umiri is like, yo, what's up, guys?
こういうのやめてほしいんですよ。
We agreed that it's back.
何が悪かったんですか？
Poor thing.
ここに来てまだ信用
Oh,
してくれな
poor
いんですか？
thing. She's trying her best to earn their
連
trust.
絡も取れない。学校にも来ない。お宅に伺ったら、ポストに1週間前のタウン情報
She went to her
しかないってこと
to her house. Oh, sorry about that. That's Come on, Uika. Let's not. Oh, it's the end. Okay. Come on, Uika. Let's not go there. That's it. Yep, the preview music is playing. 2 more episodes, boys. 2 more episodes. So, okay. That was a fantastic way to show a backstory. Right? It's not just like a flashback, but it's actually like showing it as a play. And first, let me say this. Sakiko absolutely killed this episode. Absolutely incredible. Like, I feel like there are episodes where the VAs... I mean, I'm trying to think. I think Akane, so Nyamu's VA, and then Yuzumun and Sakiko. I think those 3 definitely, when it comes to purely voice acting performances so far, they've been absolutely outstanding. Obviously, Kanon and I forgot Umiri's VA's name. Obviously they're great as well, but they haven't been standing out as much as the other 3. But yeah, they've been absolutely killing it. And in this episode, Sakiko especially, not counting the singing, obviously, performances, has been just popping off. So let me talk about the actual story. First of all, oh yeah. So let's talk about Uika, or Hatsune, however you want to call it. So she was obviously... She grew like this kind of hatred towards Saki towards Saki because of like the difference in lifestyles, even though they were like basically from the same family. And you know, Uika or Hatsune got abandoned by the father. Meanwhile, Saki got to live under him and live in luxury and stuff like that, right? So, you know, that sucks. That obviously sucks, and she grew hatred towards Saki because of that. And that hatred means like there's still a bond there, right? Whether it's hatred, whether it's anything else, that's a bond. And so she grew some kind of bond towards Saki, even if the other side didn't reciprocate. I don't know what the word for this is. There must be a word, and I feel like parasocial bond is not the correct term, but maybe it is. But basically, she grew a one-sided bond towards Saki without Saki even knowing of her existence. And then that bond kind of turned into something like just mixed feelings, and then she met Saki, and that bond just became, well, just a strong bond. Doesn't matter which feelings they are. She was still very much, because of that bond, she got very much drawn to Saki. And then Saki, for the first time, it seems like, acknowledged Hatsune or characterized Hatsune. She was like, you're like the moon and stuff like that. And she actually acknowledged like her personality. She was like, this is what you are as a person, right? So she acknowledged her as a person, as a character, right? And that's when Uika was like, oh, this is the first time anyone's done this for me. And all of those emotions, that entire bond, just completely solidified the link that she has towards Saki, and it grew into some kind of like obsession, right? That makes sense, you know. I feel like that's a good enough explanation for why she is as obsessed with Saki as she is. I still think that, well, yeah, I feel like that's a good enough explanation. So the comparison that I was gonna make, I just watched yesterday. I started a new anime on the channel, which is Land of the Lustrous, and there's a character in there. This is episode 1, so it's not, I wouldn't say it's spoilers. It's spoilers for episode 1, I guess. There's a character there called Cinnabar, and there's a line where she's like, I just want to go to the moon because at least they will acknowledge me for my properties. At least they will acknowledge me for who I am. And like, even if they are the bad guys, at least they'll take me away because they want the things that I have and not because they want to stay away from the things that I have, right? So I feel like it kind of reminds me of that. That's just a random tangent that I wanted to go on because I've been thinking about this throughout the entire episode. So yeah, she reminds me of Cinnabar. Anyways, so Uika is alive, like the real Uika. And the real Uika is not blood related to Sakiko, but Hatsune is. So she's her half aunt? I think so. Oh, sorry about that. Half aunt. Okay. So yeah, we basically have doomed incest Yuri, which is wild. I feel like a lot of shippers are gonna be in shambles after this, and a lot of them are gonna be even more motivated, you sickos. I know you guys. So yeah, I am excited to see what they're gonna do with this. There's not too much else to say about it. It makes sense. Everything I feel like makes sense. Okay, how do we feel about the grandpa? Or I guess the Togawa grandpa? Because him having, it's not like he had an affair, right? When he was young, older, right? His wife was dead. So he was basically just, he had another woman. Yeah, he was in secret, but he wasn't cheating on anyone, right? As far as I understand it. So I don't think there's anything wrong with him having a child at his own age. I don't know how old the the maid was. That's a different matter. But I don't think him having a child at that age is inherently wrong. The wrong thing is that he had a child knowing that he couldn't take care of it. I do think that that is one thing that is wrong, right? If you know that you can't afford to take care of a child, then you should not be doing anything that could that could actually lead to you having a child and you not being able to take care of it, right? I feel like that is on him though. Definitely. But also him then after the fact saying like, oh, I guess that all comes together then, yeah. Because I was gonna say him at the end saying like, oh, I can't take her in because that would put Saki in danger and stuff like that. And obviously himself as well. Yeah, that makes sense. But also if he is the one who ended up making the decision of having Uika and then being like, or Hatsune, and then being like, actually, I can't take care of her, so you take care of her. I feel like, yeah, then in that POV, from that perspective, you could definitely say that he is very much fully to blame, right? Yeah, actually, that makes sense. I do wonder about Uika or Hatsune saying, oh, I was the one who took her father away from her. I was the one who was responsible for all of that. I do wonder what she means by that. Because the reason why her father like crumbled the way he did is because of Saki's mom dying from an illness, right? And then him also getting like a huge debt put onto his name, which then just basically completely broke him as a person. So, and that was the reason why everything there like happened the way that it did. So I wonder why she said that. That's the only thing that I kind of am not sure about. Umiri was kind of, it's kind of sweet. It's kind of also sad the way that Umiri is talking about it. She's like, am I not trustworthy? Am I not gaining your trust enough? Am I doing a bad job? That's sad, but also I feel like it's not too serious. I feel like it's kind of also like cute because she's genuinely just trying to be a better friend. She's trying to, she doesn't have like a nefarious scheme going on or anything. She just wants to make sure that everyone in her friend group sees her as a good friend as well. And I feel like that's fine. That's cute. And yeah, that's about it. So that was a really well done episode. I didn't expect that we're just gonna jump into this backstory like this, but you know what? Better this way than to, drag it out in some like normal anime flashback fashion. So that was fun. That was really fun. Anyways, I'm gonna end it here. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.